All right, welcome to How to Get People to Say Yes, episode 5. My name is Michael Stevenson. I am the founder of Ethical Marketing Academy, where we teach heart-centered business owners how to get more people to say yes. And listen, if you're a business owner, it absolutely sucks when you have a great product, service, or program that you know will help people, but no matter what you say, people still tell you no. And so this video series is all about changing your language in little tiny ways that will help people say yes to you. And so the language pattern we're going to talk about now is actually one of my favorite language patterns. See, most people don't realize this, especially if you're a business owner who's done a lot of work on yourself. Maybe you've done some Tony Robbins, some neurolinguistic programming, some meditation, whatever it is. You know, a lot of times we get to the point where we feel so good that all we do is talk about the benefits that our program or service or product will give people. We talk about all the good things they're going to get. Hey, if you get this, all these wonderful things, rainbows, unicorns, and butterflies are going to happen, right? But the fact is, people are actually 4 times more likely to buy to solve a problem or pain than they are to gain a benefit. Think about it. When do people call plumbers? Do they call plumbers because they want shiny pipes inside their walls? No, people call a plumber because something's broken and there's water leaking out all over the place. And that's true not just in plumbing, but in almost every business. Vast majority of people in the world, at least 85 or 90% of people in the world, are what we call away motivated. That means they don't set their sights on what they want and move toward it. They actually decide what they don't want and move away from it, right? Like that old Drake meme, right? And so this is the thing, is that we have to, as business owners, sometimes learn to tap into that. Now, I remember one of my very first sales trainings I took 27 or 28 years ago. I had this slick sales trainer who goes, Michael, you got to find out what a person's wound is and stick your finger in it and twist it around until they cry out in pain and pull out a credit card. Like literally spoke like that. And I just remember thinking, I don't like that. Like, I'm a heart-centered business owner, right? I want to provide value to people in a way that makes them feel good. I don't want to find pain and amplify it and stick my finger in it, all these things. But I had an interesting, a much more, I think, empathetic sales trainer years later who said, Michael, you're not creating pain for them. This is pain they already have in their lives. And because they're ignoring it, the pain persists. So he said, you're not creating pain. What you're doing is reminding them that they have this pain so they actually do something about it. And I think it's a much more compassionate way to think about it. And so this language pattern that we're going to talk about today is called the consequence frame. And so one of the things, if you have a person, you're telling them about your program, they're hemming and hawing, maybe they're thinking they're not going to buy it. One of the great questions that you want to ask them is this: what do you think will happen in 6 months' time if you do nothing about this? Right? Let them go down this road. There's actually a great NLP technique created by Tony Robbins about this called the Dickens process, where Tony has you imagine that you are sort of at a crossroads or a fork in your timeline. And there are 2 futures that you can choose. One future is you do nothing. And in that future, you think of all the things that suck about your life right now and how much worse they're going to be in 5 years, in 10 years, in 40 years, in 50 years. And when he does this actually with a live crowd, people in the room start crying. Some people are wailing. They're actually, like, it almost sounds like an insane asylum because the pain gets so great for them that they choose to make the choice in that moment to change. And that's where the other fork in the timeline comes in, right? The fork in the timeline where they decide to make a change. And they look at how much better their life is in 5 years, 10 years, 40 years, 50 years. And it's so compelling, the difference between inaction and action, that people actually choose to change. It's a very effective technique. And as a language pattern, something that you can use in your sales, right? And here's the thing. You don't paint the bad picture for them. Because if you do, they're going to feel like they're coerced. It's going to feel like you're twisting their arm. You're asking this as a question. What's going to happen in 6 months' time if you do nothing about this? Right? And let them play it out in their mind. Let them come to the conclusion that it's going to be worse. It's actually far more influential than if you tell them it's going to be worse, right? So hope this works for you. Use it in real life. Come back here, leave a comment. Let me know how it works for you. And I'd love to hear those results. Now listen, if you love this, like I do, I love this stuff. You're going to love our training called Influence to Profit. It's a 3-day training where we go all into ethical influence and persuasion. It is all ethical. There is no manipulation, nothing slimy about it. And it's all about how you can change your language so that more people say yes to you. Head over to our website at ethicalmarketing.com. You can join our email list there on the front page, and I will give you a bunch of gifts just for joining our email list. I know you're going to love it. It's called ethicalmarketing.com. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for episode 6 coming soon.